Would you please consider subscribing to my channel and giving my video a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it.
Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived two sisters named Emily and Lily. Emily was the older sister, full of energy, always coming up with fun games and ideas. Lily, her younger sister, was quieter, thoughtful, and loved to read books about faraway places. Though they were very different, the two sisters shared a special bond. They loved each other more than anything in the world, and together, they could face any challenge. One sunny morning, the sisters woke up excited. It was a day they had been waiting for, a day when they would go on an adventure. Their village held a legend about a hidden garden deep in the nearby forest, a garden said to be full of wonders and guarded by a magical creature. Emily, always ready for an adventure, had been talking about finding this garden for weeks. Lily, a little more cautious, was curious but also nervous. "Are you sure we'll find it?" Lily asked, nibbling on a piece of toast as they packed their small bags with snacks and water. "Of course," Emily replied with her usual enthusiasm. "We've got everything we need, and besides, we're together. What could go wrong?" Lily smiled, trusting her sister's confidence, and they set off on their journey. The forest was beautiful. Sunlight streamed through the branches, creating patches of light on the ground. Birds sang from above, and the soft crunch of leaves under their feet filled the air. As they walked, Emily led the way, pointing out squirrels and butterflies, while Lily admired the flowers growing by the path. After a while, the path became less clear, and they found themselves at a crossroads. One path led deeper into the forest, where the trees grew taller and closer together. The other led toward a wide meadow, bright and open. "I think we should go into the forest," Emily said, her eyes shining with excitement. "That's where we'll find the hidden garden." Lily hesitated. The deep forest looked a little scary, and she wasn't sure if they should go that way. But she trusted her sister and nodded. Together, they took the path leading into the heart of the forest. As they ventured deeper, the trees seemed to whisper in the wind, and the air grew cooler. The sisters walked hand in hand, their footsteps careful. The light that had been so bright earlier now barely reached the ground, and shadows danced around them. But Emily kept smiling, determined to find the garden, while Lily followed closely, trying to stay brave. Suddenly, they heard a soft rustling noise. Lily gasped and squeezed Emily's hand. "What was that?" she whispered. Emily paused, listening closely. The rustling grew louder, and soon, from behind a tree, out popped a small, furry creature. It had big, round eyes and a fluffy tail that wagged happily. "Oh, hello there," Emily said, kneeling down to greet the creature. "Are you lost too?" The creature blinked and then began to hop toward the sisters. It made soft, friendly noises, and after a moment, Emily realized it was trying to show them something. "Look, Lily. It wants us to follow." Lily, still nervous, looked at the creature carefully. But the way it wagged its tail and blinked its eyes made her feel a little better. "Okay," she agreed. "Let's follow it." The creature led them through the thick trees, hopping quickly but always checking to make sure the sisters were keeping up. As they followed, Lily started to feel a little more at ease. The creature seemed to know exactly where it was going, and before long, the trees began to thin out. Finally, they reached a small clearing, and there it was, the hidden garden. The sisters gasped in awe. The garden was even more beautiful than they had imagined. Flowers of every color bloomed in perfect harmony, and the air was filled with a sweet, calming fragrance. In the center of the garden stood a fountain, sparkling with crystal-clear water. Around the edges of the clearing were trees with golden leaves, their branches swaying gently in the breeze. "This is amazing," Emily exclaimed, running toward the fountain. "We found it, Lily. We found the hidden garden." Lily stood still for a moment, taking it all in. The beauty of the place made her feel calm and peaceful. She smiled and walked over to join her sister by the fountain. Just then, the small creature hopped over to the fountain and sat by the edge. As it did, the water began to glow, and from the light, a gentle voice spoke. "Welcome, brave sisters," the voice said. "You have found the hidden garden. But more importantly, you have shown the true strength of your bond." The sisters looked around, surprised. They hadn't expected to hear a voice, but they weren't scared. The voice was kind, and it made them feel safe. You see, the voice continued, this garden can only be found by those who show love, trust, and courage. Your bond as sisters has guided you here. Lily smiled at Emily, feeling proud of what they had accomplished together. Emily grinned back, her heart full of joy. As a reward, the voice said, you may take a special flower from this garden. It will remind you always of the strength you share. Emily and Lily looked at the flowers around them, each one more beautiful than the last. Carefully, they chose a single flower with shimmering petals that changed colors as the sunlight touched them. It was a flower like no other, and they knew it would be a perfect reminder of their adventure. The sisters thanked the voice, and as they turned to leave the garden, the little creature hopped back into the trees. Emily and Lily walked hand in hand, feeling closer than ever before. The journey back home felt quicker and easier, and soon they could see the village in the distance. As they entered their home, their parents were waiting, smiling warmly at them. We've been on the most amazing adventure, Emily announced, holding up the magical flower. And we found it because we stuck together, Lily added, her eyes shining. Their parents listened with pride as the sisters told their story, sharing every detail of their journey and the wonders they had seen. From that day on, Emily and Lily kept the magical flower in their room, where it shimmered softly in the sunlight. And whenever they looked at it, they remembered the hidden garden, the kind creature, and the strength of their bond as sisters. They knew that no matter what challenges came their way, as long as they were together, they could face anything. And so, Emily and Lily continued to have many more adventures, but none would ever be as special as the one that reminded them of the greatest treasure they had, each other. The end.